Alrighty, so today we are on Gon's account. We're going to be doing the big whale showcases for the two new characters. I don't really know if I'm going to mess around with the old characters or not, like the Naofumi and Philo and stuff like that on the account, unless you guys just really want to see it. I know some people get kind of tired of like the unrealistic sort of, showcase every once in a while, but if you do want to see it, feel free to let me know. I'm sure Gon is more than happy to let me use the account again, but if you don't know, Gon has 18.5, yeah, almost 18.5 mailbox CC, and he is on Con 7, you can tell by the Constellation of Pride title that he has, and so we are going to be having a ton of extra stats. So we're going to try Fitoria. I'm going to use the exact same team that I used in my 1/6 no paid cosmetic showcase, so that way I can kind of compare and contrast, but that is pretty much it. So we're going to see how it goes. If you're new to the channel or anything, feel free to subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, come by and hang out with us sometime. If you have any interesting team comps that you want to see me use with her, by all means, feel free to comment down below. I'm sure I'm going to be testing the characters out quite a bit this week, and I think I've got to go out of town next Sunday for a week. So I'll probably end up scheduling a lot of uploads and stuff like that for next week. Actually, I think it's this Sunday. So I'll be scheduling uploads and stuff like that for next week. So depending on how many team suggestions I get, we may end up just kind of messing around and scheduling a bunch of videos for next week. But I'm 100% on board with it because I think I'm gonna enjoy some of these characters. So let's go for something like this, maybe turn 1. I don't know about using this card actually first, but one problem that Gon has told me that he has now that he's hit Con 7 is that people forfeit a lot, and no brainer, who would have guessed it if you see a guy with 400 20 plus KCC in your match, and you're like, do I really want to stick around, like you know what I mean? So alright, it looks like they're actually going for Fitoria, so that is kind of cool. I'm pretty sure this is a bot. He typically stays in like a higher ranked PvP. It does look like we're actually in Champ 1 though, so that is nice. We are in Geared. I forgot to look at what gear set he actually has on, so we're going to look at that actually in just a moment. Now that we have the Queen Strike, we're going to go ahead and use the AoE. And then I imagine we can probably get away with killing Arthur here. So maybe this kills Arthur? Okay, not quite, but hey, we kill the other two off. He does have a couple crit defense stacks on, so understandable. Might have been better to use that card on Arthur first, because it lowers, and then we could have used the AoE, but it kind of is what it is. I don't want to... I'm definitely not like a crazy good player by any stretch. This account is pretty easy to just win on, even if you make mistakes. I get comments from time to time where it's like, oh, wow, just because you spent money on the game, you win. And I mean... I don't know what to tell you, man. That is gacha gaming in a nutshell, but... it is what it is. I'm lucky enough to know the guy who owns the account, and he's very gracious and lets me test it out sometimes. And I obviously don't 6/6 my characters or anything, which, to be honest, Fitoria is insane in general, so I don't know how likely we are to even get an ultimate off, but she does crazy damage regardless. So let me look at Fitoria really quickly and see what her gear set is looking like. So we are rocking an attack defense set. Okay, I was actually expecting attack crit, but attack defense is actually kind of interesting. I think she has pretty good stats. Like, yeah, her crit chance is 130, and then 262 on crit damage, plus I think the passive gives me, yeah, a bunch of crit chance down here. Crit chance plus 50%. So I guess it actually makes sense. You get a little bit more, CC. You get a little bit more defense, I guess. I don't know. I guess you on an account like this, you tend to try to prioritize CC and stuff, because he's still like pushing for. I think he's trying to push for top 1, because I think he's player number 2 on global at the moment, but. I would imagine he's probably min-maxing a little bit here and there. Okay, we're going up against another Apocalypse member, which is the guild he's in, which is kind of funny. I almost want to try to kill Melee turn 1 before he gets rid of a bunch of these debuffs. And if I can do that, that would actually be very advantageous of me. pretty decent damage there, nothing too crazy. Obviously, the idea with Fitoria is you would like to build up her passive and everything before you kind of go in, so not necessarily the greatest play there. He does get to cleanse off some. We do get a second AoE, or like an extra AoE on turn 2. So, best case scenario here is he uses an AoE skill with melee, puts a couple health stacks on. Not quite. Does kill Tyr off. That is unfortunate because we won't get Berserk or anything. But then again, he didn't deal damage to Fitoria anyway. One stack. I think we just do something like this, maybe? I'm not actually sure which order it would be best to use her card in. I don't think it's going to matter because we already have Queen Strike on. But, I don't know. He does have those three orbs, so he has, you know, defense related and everything. Can this kill with Queen Strike? Not quite. We do kill Bond, which is kind of nice. He unfortunately is going to pop his all creation here. I do have Nanashi buffs on, but I'll be honest, I am very doubtful that she's going to survive a big attack. Okay, I think this is, I'm pretty sure it's a bot anyway, but popping the res on Hell, killing Hell off, that's going to make sure he doesn't gain a bunch of stacks. I'm not sure if this is a bot or not, because that's actually a pretty good play now that I think about it. And he kills off Nanashi. That is not good. I don't think I'll be able to survive, unfortunately, but I would love to see this ultimate. If this can kill Gowther... No. Close, but not quite. If that could have killed Gowther, that would have actually been pretty good. But this is an AoE, right? Inflicts on all allies, yeah, so... Has the drain, completely shuts me down there. Doesn't matter if I was able to get it off or not, I guess. Unless I killed Gowther there, I was pretty much dead. I think, yeah, this is enough to kill me. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. I mean, hey, we actually lost, which it was against another Apocalypse member, which is kind of funny as well. But I probably misplayed a little bit there. I think it would have been maybe better to go for Gowther. Trying to get like a turn 1 kill off if you're debuffing is pretty important to not give melee stacks and stuff. So maybe killing Gowther off would have been the better play. Alright, we have a Gelda team. I think that the CC, like the box buffs and stuff like that, are giving me. I think they're instilling me with a little bit of false confidence because I definitely like think using this account I'm gonna be like, oh, like I'm good, like there's no way I can lose, but obviously you still have to play the game. Okay, that was actually really good damage on the Gelda. I don't know if Tyr can kill type neutral. No, not quite. He does gain a decent amount of stacks and everything, and unfortunately the Tarmio link is going to give him a decent bit back here. There's an infect. I think we'll be in a decent enough spot. Because he's not going to be able to kill me here. Ooh, that was really close actually. He actually is just giving me more Berserk, which I think she actually has like a flood style part to her passive where you get like once you have Queen's Authority, it's kind of like flood where you get extra damage per percent HP back. So let me throw like this because Demon King's not going to be able to survive. Yeah, actually, I didn't think that was going to kill outright, but it sure did. Nanashi buffs on these two. They're able to tank a little bit, but I'm, as low as they are, yeah, able to kill off with the Fitoria. I keep wanting to call her Philo so bad. Starts with an F, is a chicken. Like, it's just messing with my brain a little bit. Alright, so that's kind of nice. I think the big thing is trying to make sure that you can get rid of Geldas, of course. I don't know. I think that Glass is going to be a little bit better at that personally, but then again, once you get Fitoria sort of built up, I mean, she does some crazy damage. And even then, we did really good damage turn 1. I'm almost I almost want to know if we would have been able to kill with the single target there and the AoE, but it's really just not the right play to try to use the AoE turn 1, because you really want to get Queen's Authority first, or Queen's Strike. They're all so similar in name. Okay, we have another Sins team. Ooh, 414, really good CC. So this guy is definitely got it going on. I really want to try to kill off the Gother, I think, this time. We got the double AoE. I tried it with the no costumes and everything, and we are in geared now. I'm interested to see how the double AoE will affect the play here. He has his Tarmiel Link on Bon. Okay, so we do kill off the Gother. We're disabling Fitoria, but whenever she gets turn 2, I'm pretty sure she procs her passive and she actually cleanses off her debuffs, so it's not even a big deal that we disable her. That actually could be an interesting play. I mean, obviously it's going to be RNG on whether or not you pull extra cards for her or not, like on turn 2, but just like double attacking into the Tarmiel linked character because you're going to cleanse off anyway, just to get some decent damage off, could actually be, you know, not the worst thing in the world. But like I said, if you don't pull cards turn 2, like, it's not really going to matter. So couldn't get through the tier. A bit unfortunate there. He does have, with Fitoria's passive on the field, he's getting, what, 60% crit defense, and then he's giving himself another, you know, like, good amount of crit defense as well from his Unity. So he is quite tanky once you have him all maxed out, of course. Let's go maybe 1 or 2 more. These are very quick matches, which geared tends to be. Alrighty. Okay, is this the Apocalypse guy again? It is. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. I'm definitely gonna try not to go for the same character this time. So I know that I can't kill Melioff. Bon just has a lot of damage reduction, so I'm actually pretty on the fence about going for him too. I guess we'll go for something like this. We'll see if we can deal some decent damage to Bon, because the Tarmiel link on Gother is going to be pretty tough to beat through. I guess because I knew he wasn't using evasion food, it probably would have been better to use the single target with Fitoria first, just to get that extra little bit of lower. But I guess, like, anytime I go first, I assume that there's a chance that there's going to be evasion food, but I guess because I fought this guy earlier, it really wasn't really wasn't a big deal. Okay, he is going to lower my tier. I do have Tarmiel Link on him, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, doesn't kill me turn 1 this time, so that's nice. He is lowered, unfortunately, so we do have to worry about that a little bit. I think we go AoE. Actually, let's single target melee first, then we AoE, then we AoE. We'll see if that is enough to kill, but with him having all those stacks... Ooh, okay, 172 is not bad at all. This should get Bond low, but not kill. And then can the AoE kill both of them? Okay, so not quite a kill on both of them. I guess in this scenario, maybe it would have been better to just go ahead and hit Gother with a single target to try to secure the kill on Bon and Gother. Because now he could kill Hell outright to not have to worry about her passive. I think he's going to go for an AoE here to try to, yeah, big wipe the whole team. And he definitely does. Dude, Gother is actually insane with melee. He actually is a madman. Like, getting that level 3 with the rank up boost on Gother into an all creation, you know, all target skill, it's gonna be insanely hard to live that. Like, the Unknown team has a lot of stats, don't get me wrong, and the Nanashi buffs and stuff are really nice, but surviving that is gonna be really, really hard. Alright, depending on how this one goes, we might call this the last game. Okay, I have not faced a Nalphamy yet, so this could be very interesting. We'll end up feeding him unnecessary stacks if we're not careful. I almost want to try to go for the Bon here, because like I can save these for whenever we have Queen's Authority. and try to just fight into it. Ooh, that did way more damage than I was thinking it would. Is this gonna... I don't think it's gonna kill anybody, but it's gonna be close. Okay, that is a really big amount of damage for turn 1. He should be able to go for the passive. He won't have the taunt on Arthur yet. So he's going to have to merge, stance with Naofumi, and use another card. I would imagine the best play would probably be merge, Naofumi, and then lower the tier, like the crit chance lower with the Mark of Concentration. Okay, I have given him a couple stacks, so I guess that's not the worst play, but didn't really do a lot. Plus, well, I guess he can only have one debuff on at a time, so it's not actually that bad. I'm curious. I think I can pop his res and use the big AoE here to kill Naofumi off. So that pops res. The Tarmio Link. Okay. Oh, that's so insane. The level 2, kind of insane. I really want to see her ultimate. I'm going to try... Let me do one more. I'm going to try to just push ultimate if I can. I don't know how well it's going to work off. Like I said, she just does so much in general. It's going to be hard to, like, not kill them off, especially with this account, before I can even get my ultimate close. Okay, we have another Arthur team. He's not running Naofumi, which is interesting. I mean, I think that's fine. I do get the merge turn 1. He also gets an instant merge here. I am not sure about this. I think we go this into this, maybe? He might have evasion. Okay, no evasion. Decent chunk there, nothing too crazy. I was hoping maybe we could get rid of him, because the issue here is that I need to push for the ultimate with Fitoria, but he can take my buffs off with Escanor. It doesn't look like he's going to. I figured the play that people would try to go for is buff removal onto tier to get rid of the taunt, and then go into like the bond combo on Fitoria or something maybe. Okay, I actually lived that, so that's great. I don't have a taunt now though, so he could target Fitoria. I think I just go for... I don't want to do like too much damage. I feel like the level 2 card is going to do too much damage. Okay, thank God it used the weak point skill. This might kill. Okay, yeah, because I have my passive popped at this point. He's going to gain Arthur's buffs here, so there's still a good chance that Fitoria dies, but I just wanted to try to get her ultimate without killing off too many characters, because ideally, I want to see it with 3 characters on the field. I think this is a bot, so that's good, as far as like me actually trying to get the ultimate off. Okay, this onto Fitoria, that's a lot. Okay, and then he goes back into tier. Very, very nice bot behavior there. That's okay, though. I just want to see the ultimate, so we just do this. I would imagine there's no way that doesn't just kill outright, so let me see it. I think at 6/6 it gives her 3 sharp claws. 4.3. That is definitely something. Okay, well, so that maxes out her passive then, because she can only have 3 stacks of sharp claws on. So yeah, that is she's the one out of the 2 new characters that are a bit more like ult heavy, like you want to have ult levels for her. So if you did pull extra copies of her, definitely a good thing. So either way, that's pretty much it. That was pretty much what I was expecting. I did think I was going to win every single match. I did win all 6 of the matches that I played with Fitoria on my own account. But I guess luck of the draw, I did go up against another Apocalypse member, and I don't think I was playing it quite correctly. I think with a little bit more time. It's still very early. I'm recording this on Tuesday, the day that they came out, but this will go up on Wednesday. So just know, like, obviously there's a little bit of room for improvement there. Take some of it with a grain of salt, obviously, but I I'm definitely impressed. I think Fitoria is phenomenal. She's crazy good. Glass, on the other hand, is a little hit or miss, but I hope that I can find a decent team with her. We're going to try her out on Gon's account as well, right, like coming up just in a minute. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed to the channel or anything, feel free, come by and hang out with us. Like I said, if you have any team suggestions, leave them down in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see the Nalphamy and like Philo and stuff like that as well on Gon's account, let me know. I don't plan on messing with those, just because, I don't know, it's just more messing around on Gon's account. I've got my own account for that, but if you're interested, let me know. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you guys later.